Hi everyone, it's Kat here. Well, it's been a while since I haven't uploaded any videos on YouTube, and I'm so excited to be back with the release of the new Demon Slayer movie to the Swordsmith village. So, this long-awaited anime, Demon Slayer Season 3, Swordsmith Village arc is finally starting off with the release of this new film. And you know what? I just got back from the theater after watching it. Yay! And I'm here to share my thoughts and comments about the film with you. But before we begin, I want to tell you that this vid will be divided into two parts. The first part will be a spoiler-safe review, which only contains my thoughts and comments on this movie. And the other part will be the one that contains a little bit of spoiler, something like, at what point does this movie end? Or, can we see any new breathing types in this movie? So, shall we begin? This film is an hour and 50 minutes long and showcases the last two episodes of the previous season as well as the first episode of the new season. Which means more than half of the scenes will be the ones you've already seen before. But it's too early to be disappointed. Because this means you can enjoy the fierce battle between Tanjiro, Soundashira Tangenuzi and their comrades against Upper Rank 6 Dakian Gyutaro in theater, upscaled to 4K with the new remix of old soundtracks. I mean, before I watched this film, I was like, how different would it be? But watching a movie on an IMAX screen with its incredible sound system takes the experience to a whole different level. Anyway, the film starts with a brief summary of all the previous episodes with their famous soundtracks, Gurange, Akebushi, and etc. So when I heard these soundtracks, again, through this amazing theater sound system, I was like, whoa! Overwhelmed already and felt fully prepared for the new film. And as I mentioned before, the first half of the film follows the TV series precisely. And the funny thing is, they even display the ending credits after each episode, just like in the series. It was a bit weird to see the credits roll twice during the middle of the film. It was something that I didn't like in the film. So distractive. Did they all get exhausted after finishing the film, leaving them with no energy to remove the credits roll? I don't know, but after watching this film, I think that's kind of a reasonable guess. Other than that, everything was just epic, and I even got goosebumps when Tengen screamed out that his musical score technique had finished. Anyway, after the tragic backstory of Dakian Gyutaro, once again, the film credits rolled. Then, the long-awaited Season 3 began with the Upper Demon meeting. Yeah guys, Kakushiba's appearance is finally revealed. Off track a bit, but personally, when choosing a book, I believe the first page is the most important in deciding whether to continue reading or not. And I can confidently say that this Upper Demon meeting was one of the best first pages ever. I mean seriously, I still don't understand how they can manage to make the whole structure of Infinity Castle. Of course, I knew the basic concept of the Infinity Castle is a moving, interdimensional structure, but the way it was presented went way beyond my expectations. It was just insane. It felt like I was dragged down to the core of the castle where Muzan stays. I'm pretty sure seeing it in an IMAX theater really helped the experience. Needless to say, the Upper Demons were all very intense. And I loved all the voice actors. They all reflect each character very well, especially Doma. His psychotic characteristics were very well described through his voice, making it quite amazing to finally hear the actual voice of the character that I have always imagined. And finally, Kokushibo. Whoa! This was the first time seeing Kokushibo speak and move, and I was already intimidated by his every move. His three sets of eyes were described as much more terrifying in the film than what I saw in the manga or any other illustrations. And I just can't wait to see his moon breathing skills in the future. It'll be definitely amazing. Anyway, after the meeting, we can see Tanjiro recovering from the last fight and heading to Swordsmith Village. In the Swordsmith Village, I can't say any details, but he met Tokido and Mitsuri there, and seeing them in the movie was so exciting. So this was pretty much what the movie is about without any spoilers. And now, let's get into it with a little spoilers. First, you can get a glimpse of the battlefield for the final battle arc. The Upper Demon meeting starts with the Kaza's arrival in the Infinity Castle. As soon as he got there, he scoped out the castle and then made his way to the meeting point. While he takes a detour around the castle, you really have to open your eyes wide, because in the background, the final battle stages for each upper demon will be shown, which will make for the grand finale of this Demon Slayer anime. Even though this only appears for a second, it was just amazing and this made me so excited about the final season. But like I said, this just quickly passes by, so you really need to focus. By the way, the battlefield for Kokushibo where many pillars were standing was amazing, but personally, I love the battlefield for Doma even more. It was absolutely gorgeous, with hundreds of lotuses floating on the pond and dozens of wooden bridges leading up to the Doma's mansion, all illuminated by stunning purple lights. And this is where the fight against Doma will take place? Gosh, I wouldn't miss it for the world. Also, when each upper demon appeared, their own soundtrack played. It was also just for a sec, so you really need to focus. Hearing Akaza's soundtrack totally brought back memories of the Mugen Train movie. Aww. Secondly, regarding the new breathing techniques, you won't be able to see any techniques of misbreathing or love breathing in this movie. However, after the movie ends, the full version of a new soundtrack will be played, and at the same time, you can see a glimpse of a blood demon art of Hantengu using countless striking trees and Gyoko's water prison pot. And more importantly, you can also see Tanjiro, Tokido, and Mitsuri counterattack with their own breathing techniques. Yay! Third, I want to tell you that there were some scenes that do not appear in the manga. The production company Ufotable has created new scenes to help the audience understand the movie, including the one where Muzan missed the upper rank demons in the Infinity Castle. When Muzan expressed his anger towards the upper rank demons, he smashed the canister flask he was holding, and all the upper rank demons were immediately terrified. I think this scene highlights Muzan's position as the Demon King. Lastly, many of you might be curious about where the movie ends, and the answer is at the point where Tanjiro discovers Tokido arguing with one of the Swordsmiths. So yeah, this is it. Some of you might have noticed, but Demon Slayer is one of my favorite anime and I love their storytelling, love all the characters, even the demons, and most of all, love the animation they present. So of course, I had high expectation of this movie before going to theater and going into it, and they were excited. I don't know how they keep doing this, but the quality of the animation is just getting better and better. It was just speechless. So, if anyone is still worried about the repetitive episodes, please do not worry. Watching the show on a big screen will give you a whole new experience. I really had a great time with this film, and this is now screening in theaters in over 95 different countries and territories. So, if you are a fan of Demon Slayer and living in one of those lucky countries, do not miss the chance to see this masterpiece on the big screen. This will be your lifetime experience. Thank you all for watching my video today, and I will see you next time. Bye!